Gold's Gym, Venice Beach, 1975. Morning light cuts through dusty windows. The Mecca awakens. Sacred ground where legends train and pretenders learn their place. Sergio Oliva owns the center platform. The myth, three-time Mr. Olympia, the only man who ever made Arnold quit. 245 pounds of Cuban perfection that genetics built and hard work polished. He's pressing behind the neck. 315 pounds floating up and down like a piston. Rep after rep, mechanical precision. A congregation watches. Students studying the master. Taking mental notes. Learning by observation. The front door opens. No fanfare, no announcement, but everyone knows. Arnold enters. Different than last year. His first loss to Sergio changed him, hardened him. 250 pounds now, carved from Austrian granite. Eyes colder, jaw sharper, movement more deliberate. The gym's heartbeat stutters. Weights pause mid-rep, conversations trail off. Even the ancient fans seem to quiet their rattling. Sergio doesn't turn. The mirror tells him everything. He watches Arnold's reflection approach, counts the footsteps, times the arrival. Arnold stops 10 feet away. Direct line of sight. No accident. He watches, studies, counts. 13, 14, 15, 16. Sergio racks the weight. Finally turns. Their eyes meet across the distance. The student returns to school. Not a greeting, a classification. Putting Arnold in his place. Below. Learning, not competing. Arnold doesn't respond verbally. His presence speaks. His size speaks. His intention speaks. Sergio steps out of the power rack, walks forward, each step measured, calculated. The crowd parts like biblical seas. He stops within arm's reach. You've grown. His eyes scan. Professional assessment. Butcher evaluating meat. But size without power is just decoration. He turns to his audience. Makes sure they're listening. This is a lesson. In Cuba, we have a saying. The dog can bark louder, but the lion still eats first. Nervous laughter ripples through the disciples. They understand their role. Support the king. The back door bursts open. Photography crew enters. High-end equipment. Multiple assistants. Flex magazine feature shoot. Mr. Oliva. Ready for the unbeatable champion spread. 4 pages. Cover consideration. Sergio's smile widens. Perfect timing. Of course. The people need their hero. Someone they can believe in. He glances at Arnold. Calculated pause. Letting it land. You can stay. Watch how a real champion poses. Education is important. The lead photographer shifts uncomfortably. Recognizes Arnold. Knows the tension. Actually, Mr. Schwarzenegger, would you consider? No. Sergio cuts him off. Sharp. Final. This is my feature. My time. My gym. Territory marked. Hierarchy established. Public. Unmistakable. Pete, the gym owner, approaches. Older man, careful walk, holding a clipboard like a shield. While everyone's here, announcement. New policy effective immediately. He reads from prepared notes. Official. No debate. Peak hours, 6 to 10 a.m., are now reserved for proven champions. Multi-time title holders get equipment priority. His eyes drift to Arnold. Can't help it. Everyone knows the implication. Single title winners can use secondary stations. After multi-champions finish. Geography reflecting hierarchy. Space equaling status. Sergio stretches. Loud. Performative. Making sure everyone sees his comfort. Excellent policy. Pete. Keeps things organized. Separates the proven from the hopeful. The words hang. Heavy. Intentional. Sergio strides to the deadlift platform. Center stage. The altar where strength is worship. Bar already loaded. 585 pounds. 6 plates per side. Competition weight. In Cuba, this is warm-up weight. But here, he looks around. Theatrical disgust. Here it impresses people. Nobody contradicts. Nobody dares. The king speaks truth by definition. He approaches the bar. Chalk bucket nearby. Makes a show of coating his hands. White clouds rising. Building anticipation. Conventional stance. No straps. Raw power only. The way real men lift. Bends. Grips. Mixed grip. Right over. Left under. Textbook. Pulls. The bar bends before the plates break the floor. Metal groaning. Then rising. Smooth. Inevitable. Like the sunrise. Lockout. Shoulders back. Hips forward. Hold for 3 seconds. Making his point. Controls the descent. The floor shakes. Windows rattle. Statement made. He turns to Arnold. Direct challenge. No pretense. Your turn. If you think you can handle it. The trap. 585 is heavy for anyone. But refusing is worse than failing. Everyone knows this. Arnold walks to the platform. No hurry. No delay. optimal speed, no chalk, grips the bar, same mixed grip, begins to pull, the bar doesn't move, at all. Sergio's eyebrows rise, genuine surprise or perfect acting, too heavy, should I remove some plates, start smaller, mock concern, the crowd tenses, this is the moment, fight or flight, Arnold releases, stands, looks at the bar, then at Sergio, then speaks, wrong exercise for settling things, no excuses. Arnold's voice cuts through attempted mockery, different test, the energy shifts, crowd leans in, this wasn't scripted, what test, Sergio asks, amused, King entertaining the court jester, Arnold points up, pull-up bar, industrial, thick, bolted to ceiling beams, basic, primitive, pure, weighted pull-ups, most weight, one rep, winner takes all, Sergio's smile flickers, pull-ups favor leverage, height, arm length, Arnold's advantages, that's a boy's exercise, not for real men, then you'll win easily, trap reversed, refusing now admits weakness, everyone sees it, Sergio's chest expands, pride stronger than strategy, stakes, loser trains last shift only, 6 p.m. to close, for 1 month, exile, prime hours lost, reputation in question, real consequences, Sergio considers. The crowd holds its breath, calculations visible on his face. Fine, weight belt, now, someone produces it. Thick leather, heavy chain, battle-tested, built for war not workouts. You first, Sergio commands. Guests go first. Courtesy, Arnold takes the belt, wraps it around his waist, loads a 45-pound plate, secures it, walks to the bar, no ceremony, jumps, catches it, dead hang, body straight, pulls. Smooth ascent, chin clears easily, controlled descent, drops, lands soft, cat-like, 90 pounds next, loads another plate, 2 total, getting serious, jumps, pulls, cleaner than the first, showing off now, 135, 3 plates, real weight, the chain clanks ominously, up, down, still controlled, crowd murmuring, energy shifting, 180, 4 plates, the belt groans, chain protests. Serious weight for anyone, Arnold chalks for the first time, necessity now, the bar slippery with morning humidity, 180 pounds hanging from his waist, more than most men weigh, pure additional load, jumps, the bar flexes, his body pendulums, waits for stillness, begins pulling, slower, much slower, but moving, steady progress, halfway, 3/4, chin clears, just barely, but it counts, controlled descent, drops, the weights crash, floor shakes, windows rattle again, your turn, simple, direct, ball in Sergio's court, Sergio hasn't moved, watching, processing, 180 pounds is serious weight for anyone, even legends, he takes the belt, loads 45 pounds, conservative, smart, building up, easy rep, no problem, 90 pounds, still comfortable, showing control, 135, first hint of effort, slight pause at top, now 180, matching Arnold, equal weight, time for truth, heavy chalk, coating hands like a ritual, grips the bar, jumps, hangs, the weight pulls, stretches, his shorter arms at disadvantage, face already showing strain, Sergio initiates the pull, explosive effort, everything firing, Cuban power unleashed, movement begins, but slow, too slow, not the smooth ascent everyone expected, quarter way up, already stalling, face reddening, veins emerging like cables, halfway, grinding, fighting, this isn't supposed to be his struggle, arms shaking now, microtremors, muscle fibers misfiring, CNS overloading, 3/4, the impossible zone, where physics wins, chin approaching bar, 2 inches, 1 inch, half inch, stops, frozen, time stops, gym stops, world stops, then descent, not controlled, defeated, gravity wins, he drops, catches himself, barely, the myth just cracked, silence, Sergio Oliva just failed, in public, in his gym, at a basic exercise, Arnold loads 225, 5 plates, inhuman weight, suicidal weight, no hesitation, no ceremony, jumps, catches, the bar bends dramatically, his body stretches, shoulder joints scream silently, 225 pounds trying to tear him apart, hangs, 3 seconds, letting everyone see, letting reality sink in, begins, impossible slow, geological pace, but moving, always moving, quarter way, steady, halfway, still progressing, 3/4, face calm, controlled, chin approaches, the moment of truth, clears, barely, millimeters, but over, holds, 1 second. Proof. Witnesses. History. Controlled descent. Not fast, not slow. Perfect. Drops. Impact like thunder. Plates bounce. Dance. Settle. Over. Done. Finished. Nobody speaks. Can't. Won't. Don't know how. Sergio stares. At the bar. At Arnold. At impossibility made real. Arnold removes the belt. Hangs it back. Simple actions. No celebration. Just tasks. The photographer whispers urgently to his assistant. Plans changing. Story changing. Everything changing. Sergio's crew shifts. Uncomfortable. Their god just bled. What now? The photos. The photographer ventures. Testing. Should we take them? Sergio's voice flat. Professional. I keep my appointments. He walks to the posing area. Each step measured. Dignity preserved by will alone. Arnold heads to the leg press. Different corner. Different universe now. Just training. The crowd disperses. Slowly. Carefully. Like leaving a funeral. Unsure of protocol when worlds end. Someone whispers. Did that just happen? Another. 225 pounds. Impossible. But witnessed. Verified. Carved into Gold's gym history. Real. Sergio poses. Professional. Mechanical. But different. The light catches differently. Or maybe he holds himself differently. Something indefinable shifted. Arnold trains legs. Methodical. Not performing. Just working. Building. Always building. The photographer approaches between sets. Careful. Respectful. Mr. Schwarzenegger, would you consider some shots? After Mr. Oliva, ask him. Politics. Deference. Smart. Not rubbing salt. The photographer walks to Sergio. Quiet conversation. Sergio nods. Once. Resigned. After I'm done. He can have some time. Territory ceded. Power acknowledged. New order accepting itself. Pete tears up his schedule. Literally. Pieces in trash. Starts fresh. Pencil this time. Acknowledging impermanence. Gym members train differently. Energy redirected. The new center of gravity obvious. Planets realigning. Sergio finishes. Professional to the end. Approaches Arnold. Extends hand. 6 p.m. to close. 1 month. I keep my word. Arnold takes it. Firm. Brief. Respectful. It's good hours. Quiet. Focused. You might like it. Not mockery. Statement. Reframing defeat as opportunity. Sergio almost smiles. Almost. Understands the gesture. Next evening. 6:03 p.m. Gold's Gym. Different crowd. Beginners. Casuals. The after-work warriors. Door opens. Sergio enters. Same gym bag. Same walk. Almost the same confidence. Nods to the desk clerk. Signs in. New routine beginning. Adaptation. Finds an empty bench. Sets up. Begins. Just another big guy to this crowd. Anonymous. Perfect. 8 p.m. Door opens again. Arnold enters. Not required. Not his time slot. But here. Solidarity or statement. Doesn't matter. Sets up nearby. Not next to. Not far. Optimal distance. Respectful space. They train. Parallel. No words. Just iron speaking truths. 9:30 p.m. Winding down. Energy spent. Work complete. Sergio finishes first. Packing. Arnold approaches. Careful. Good session. Quiet. Focused. Sergio echoes earlier words. You were right. Moment holds. Understanding without words. Warriors recognize warriors. See you tomorrow. Arnold asks. Not assuming. Asking. My time slot. Not yours. But softer now. Almost joking. I'll be here anyway. If that's okay. Sergio nods. Leaves. But differently. Lighter somehow. 10 p.m. Gym closes. Lights dimming. Day ending. Power transferred in 225 pounds of hanging iron. Respect earned through gravity. Future clarified in one impossible pull. The strongest isn't always obvious. Until tested. Until proven. Until the bar bends and physics becomes politics and legends learn they're mortal. Champions are crowned in public, but forged in empty gyms. After hours. When nobody's counting except themselves. And sometimes, when former kings learn to be princes, they find freedom in the quiet hours. One rep at a time, one truth at a time, one day at a time. The work continues, always continues, even at 6 p.m.